నేను ఎంతమంది చూస్తారు అది
50 members. 50.
So students, we have how many topics we have completed? We have completed 2 topics. The first topic is question tags. The second topic is usage of as soon as, no sooner than, hardly when. Okay. One more is left, I think. Scarcely, when, by, before. Right? That also I will explain now. Look at me. Second topic, scarcely, when, by, before. Right? In the second topic, we have covered 3 words. What are the 3 words we have covered? 1. Usage of no sooner than. Right? B. Usage of hardly even. 2 words we have covered. Only 1 word is left. That is scarcely, when, by, before. I told you already. You have taken the note also. What is the rule? What is the note? The same process of hardly when is applicable. What I told you yesterday, the same rules of hardly when are applicable. Same, both are same. The same process of hardly when is applicable, or we can say the same rules of hardly when are applicable. Both are correct, right? See, if we know how to make the sentence with hardly when, we can easily make the sentence with scarcely when, by, before also, because same process. See, look at the board. Look at the board. As soon as I explained the topic, I conducted the exam. Okay, na? As soon as I explained the topic, I conducted the exam. See, we have to use the word scarcely, when, by, before. Right? How many rules we have? 1, 2, 3. 1. Put scarcely in the place of as soon as. Scarcely. Right? Same. See how we have made the sentence with hardly when. The same process here also we have to do. What is the process of hardly when? First change the as soon as sentence into had plus V3 form, and then we have to change into interrogative form. Right? Same with the word scarcely, when, by, before also we have to make the sentence like how we made the sentence with hardly when. Same process. First change the sentence into had plus V3 form. See, had plus V3 form. One, two, three rules, okay? I had plus V3. I had explained the topic. I explain the topic. First you change it to had plus V3. I had explained the topic. Okay. First you change into had plus V3 form. Now we have to change into interrogative form. How do we make interrogative? To make an interrogative sentence, put the special verb at the beginning of the sentence. Right? Basic rule, I have explained this. So, what is the special verb? Put had at the beginning of the sentence. Had I explained. Had I explained the topic. Right? Right? This we have to write here. Scarcely had I explained the topic. Scarcely had I explained the topic. Rule. How many rules? 1, 2, 3. What is the first rule? Put scarcely in the place of as soon as. We have done the first rule. Second rule. Change the as soon as sentence into had plus V3 form. And then we have to change into interrogative form. Right? So, second rule is also done. Third rule. Put when or before. Put when or before. Before the second sentence. When or before I conducted the exam. Very easy. See, what is the difference between hardly when and scarcely when by before? In the case of hardly, we simply put when before the second sentence. Right? But in the case of scarcely, we can put either when or before. Both are correct. Before the second sentence. Only hardly comes before the second sentence. In the case of, look at me, only when comes, right? Only when comes before the second sentence in the case of hardly. But in the case of scarcely, before the second sentence, we can use either when or before. Both are correct. But use only one word, either this or this. Don't use two words at a time. Okay? Right. Very easy. Okay? No doubt. Okay, students, now look at me. See, you will be given, normally you will given the sentence with the word as soon as. And you will be asked in the exams to make a sentence with no sooner or hardly or scarcely. Depending on the word we will be asked in the exams, that will be that with the word we have to make the sentence in the exams. Right? Don't worry. As soon as the topics are over, right? Every 10 days, for every 10 days, I will conduct one exam. It means now I am taking classes on Saturday and Sunday, right? Within no time, I am very sure I am extending my class. It means I am taking my class for 4 days. So 4 days in a week, I take. Don't worry, okay? Then I want to change the time also. Time means day. It means now we are taking class Saturday and Sunday. Probably in future, not in future, within no time. Okay, I may take class Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 4 days I take class. Okay, for every alternative Sundays I conduct exam. So what are the topics I am covering in that class? Suppose 2 topics if I am going to cover, right? After 2 topics immediately I will conduct one exam for 50 marks, not 20 marks or 30 marks. For 50 marks I am going to conduct the exam, right? I will give you soft copy also. But my students, what my request to one and all is, hardly 60 to 70 students are watching. I think it came to my notice. I don't understand. When you are getting wonderful opportunity, please inform your friends. See, 50 topics I am explaining at free of cost. Why don't you use this opportunity? Right? Please inform your friends and let us enhance the strength of the class. It means strength of the students who are following our class. Okay, this is not my class. This is not my class. This is our class. This is the class of the poor. Actually, I am helping. I want to help. Right? Who are poor, who are not able to afford. It means who are not able to afford money for competitive exams. So, in view of that only, I have taken this decision. At least before I die, I want to help some of the students in a way, giving my subject at free of cost. Okay, and also I want to make all the students in a way, whatever the competitive exam they appear for, they will be getting selected definitely. This is how I want to make every student. So my students, please cooperate. Okay, not please cooperate. This is opportunity for you. Right? Now, so my students, see how we can make sentence with no sooner than. See, observe, very simple topic. If you want to make a sentence with no sooner than, what are the rules? First, put no sooner in the place of as soon as. 2. Right? Second rule, change the as soon as sentence into interrogative form. Rule number 3, put than before the second sentence. Not then, THEN, then wrong. THAN, then we have to write, right? This is the sentence we can make with no sooner than. Next, if you want to make a sentence with hardly when, what are the rules? Put hardly in the place of as soon as. Rule number 1. Rule number 2, change the as soon as sentence into interrogative had plus V3 form. Change the as soon as sentence into had plus V3 form. And then you change into interrogative form. Rule number 2. Rule number 3. Put when before the second sentence. Rule number 2. Rule number 3. What is the rule number 3? Put when before the second sentence. Right? This is how we can make a sentence with the usage of hardly when. Next one. Scarcely when by before. Same, just like hardly when. Put scarcely in the place of as soon as. Rule number 1. Rule number 2. Change the as soon as sentence into had plus V3 form and then you change into interrogative form. Rule number 2. Rule number 3. Put when or before the second sentence. That's it. Very easy. If we know the making sentence with hardly when, we can easily make the sentence with scarcely when by before also. Because hardly when, scarcely when by before, both are same process. To make the sentence with these two words, the process is same. But what makes a small difference is there. Right? Hardly takes only when, scarcely takes either before or when. Both are correct. Right? That's it. Now, one more important topic, articles. Articles. Okay, students. See, first, what I want to make sure of it here is, at least if we reach the strength within no time, I am very sure, at least the problem for me is I am not going to give publicity because I don't like publicity. If there is really, right, if the student really feels the need of English language for competitive exams, then themselves will come. Okay, this is the reason you can't believe. Even on YouTube also, I never ask anyone like, subscribe, share. I don't ask because I don't care for it. Right? If you are really interested in following my classes, if really I am blessed by Almighty, definitely we can achieve the goal. Right? Why? But even today, so many of my friends and some of my relatives and members of my family, they are forcing me to ask, subscribe, share, like. You can't believe. So, forcibly I am asking. In fact, I don't want to ask anyone anything. Why should I? I have no need to ask, right? So, it doesn't mean that I am egoistic character person, right? If one student is really satisfied with my class, definitely, automatically himself will subscribe. Am I right or not? If one is not satisfied with me, even I ask you 100 times, you will not subscribe. Am I right? So, this is not only between a student and a teacher, whatever it is and whatever the case it is. If one is satisfied with us, automatically he will follow us. If one is not satisfied with us, you ask him 1,000 times to follow you, he will not. That's it. That is the only logic we can observe here, right? Any of my students? the most important topic. Next one is articles. So 2 topics we have covered. And also today I want to give you one more, I want to tell you one more important point. Who are interested in following my classes, please add your, what is our link?
Hacks Academy.
See, Hacks Academy.
Play Store app.
Play Store
App.
right? This is our link. Okay na?
Download.
Please download it. Please download Hacks Academy Play Store app, because I told you, within no time, every week also I am going to conduct exam. Within every week I want to conduct exam. I will give you software copy also. Don't worry, I will send you. Okay na? So this is the reason I am asking you all to add your name in our link. Okay na? Hacks Academy Play Store app. Okay? Put your number, mobile number and name also. That is how you can add. Okay? Right, my students. Within no time we are starting classes on our channel, on our link. Okay na? On our app. What I mean. So that please add Hacks Academy Play Store app. Okay? Right. Next topic, articles. Very most important topic in English. Am I right? See, what are articles? A and B are called articles. The spelling of articles is A-R-T-I-C-L-E-S. Don't write A-R-T-I-C-A-L-E-S. Okay na? A-R-T-I-C-L-E-S. A and B are called articles. And articles are of 2 kinds. Articles are of 2 kinds. What are the 2? 1. Definite article. Write in brackets the. 2. Indefinite articles. Write in brackets A and. Now look at the board. A and B are, these 3 are called articles. And articles are of 2 kinds. 1. Definite article. It means the is called definite article and A and are called indefinite articles. First, my students, I want to tell you one most important thing here. That is, see, so many students, not so many students, so many are unfortunately pronouncing like definite. If you say ne, automatically you will write A here. So first, stop the pronunciation. Definite. That is wrong. Not definite. Definite. N-I-T. Indefinite. Don't say definite, indefinite. Right? Because spelling depends on pronunciation. If you say definite, if you pronounce like this, automatically you will write here A. So that leads to wrong spelling. Okay now? So why unnecessarily welcoming problems? So my students, first go with exact pronunciation. How you have to pronounce these 2 words? Definite, indefinite. Okay now? Right. A and B are called articles. And the is called definite article. And A and are called indefinite articles. It means articles are of 2 kinds. Definite article, indefinite articles. The is called definite article. A and are called indefinite articles. Any doubt? Now look at the board. Right, my students? Look. Look at the board. First, usage of A and. First, of all the 3 articles A and B, first First, let us learn the uses of a and. Right? A and are used before singular countable nouns. A and are used before singular countable nouns. Nouns are of so many kinds. At the time of parts of speech, I'll explain. Don't worry. Okay? Here I am explaining in brief. Okay, now? Nouns are of mainly two kinds. Countable nouns, uncountable nouns. What are countable nouns? Nouns what we can count are called countable nouns. Suppose you take books for example. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can count. Boys 1, 2, 3, 4. Count. We can count. Girls 1, 2, 3, 4. Like this we can count. So what we can count are called these nouns. What we can count, these nouns are called countable nouns. Uncountable nouns. What we cannot count are called uncountable nouns. If you take milk, we cannot count like 1 milk, 2 milk, 3 milk like this, right? Similarly, if you take sugar, we cannot count 1 sugar, 2 sugar, 3 sugar like this. So these are all called uncountable nouns. So what we can count are called countable nouns. What we cannot count are called uncountable nouns. Stars. Observe. One more thing. Countable nouns, uncountable nouns. What we can count are called countable nouns. What we cannot count are called uncountable nouns. Right? Very simple. Wonderful technique is here. Look at me. Countable nouns, they have plural form. Uncountable nouns, they don't have plural form. That is the best technique. To identify whether a noun is singular or countable, easily we can identify. How? If the word, it means if noun has plural, that is countable. If the noun has no plural, that is uncountable. See, boy, boys, right? Girl, girls, book, books. Countable nouns, they have plural forms. You take uncountable nouns, milk, we cannot say milks. Sugar, we cannot say sugars. They don't have plural form, right? If we have plural form, that is countable noun. If we have no plural form, that is uncountable noun. Now you take stars. Is it countable or uncountable? Countable. Why? You can count the stars 1, 2, 3 like this. But there are so many to be counted, right? It is very difficult to count. But so as we are not able to count, stars is uncountable. The word stars, the noun stars, that is uncountable. Don't think like that. Stars, it is countable. Why? You can count like this 1, 2, 3. But there are innumerable. There are too many to be counted, right? So stars countable. Why? Stars. Star is singular, stars plural. So if we have plural form, that is countable, right? First, let us learn a and are used before singular countable nouns. First, write like this. A is used before consonant sounded words. Okay, na? An is used before vowel sounded words. See, look at me. Everyone, 99%, everyone pronounce this word like vowels, not vowels, vowels. What you have to pronounce, how you have to pronounce? Look at the dictionary. You can easily come to understand. Vowels. Because A, E, I, O, U are vowels, not vowels. How you have to pronounce? Vowels. Because at the time the words begin with A, E, I, O, U. Observe the sounds will come through the vowels. Through the vowels. So this is the reason A, E, I, O, U are called vowels. Vowel sounding words. Okay? So A is used before consonant sounded words. An is used before vowel sounded words. Note down. First note down. I will give you 2 minutes time. First note down. See, I am taking class almost like offline class. Okay, na? What do we do at the time of taking class? Directly for the students, it means offline class, right? I write something on the board and I give them sufficient time to note it down. Thus, in the same way, I am giving time here also to note down in your books. Note down. Don't feel this is online class. Feel like this is offline class. Okay, no? Note down. Prepare notes, my students. 50 topics I am explaining. Not 1 or 2 topics. 50 topics I am explaining. Okay, na? I don't know what you do. Okay? You also cooperate with me. Okay, na? Let us all sincerely try for the raising of the strength of our students. I am sure you can do that. But that is in your hands. What might it, because let us help the more and more the students, right, who are aspect to appear for the competitive exams and reach the higher levels in competitive exams, and who are suffering from the phobia of the English language. Let us help them. So please inform the friends the more you can and the many you can. Right? No doubt. The much effort you put, the many students you can make them join, right? So effort is very important. So feel like I am helping so many students who are aspire to appear for competitive exams and who are not able to spend money, who are suffering, who are down with financial struggling. Down with means suffer from financial struggling. I am helping all those students, right? So help. The more you help, the more you will be blessed, my students. 50 topics. Okay, in every topic I am explaining in a clear way. That even the dullard also can understand very easily, right? So first usage of A and have written. Again I am explaining. See, A and B are called articles, right? Articles are of two kinds: definite article, indefinite articles. The is called definite article. A and are called indefinite articles. Right? See, my students, wonderful technique I will explain you here. First, A and, we are learning the uses of A and an. A and are used before singular countable nouns. Okay, how many letters are there in English? A means here. A is used before consonant sounded words, and is used before vowel sounded words, right? How many letters are there in English? 26. What do we call these 26 letters? Alphabets, wrong. Alphabeticals, wrong. Okay, alphabet, A-L-P-H-A. Alphabet. Okay, na? B-E-T or B-E-T, both are correct. This is the reason I put E in brackets. Okay, alphabet. We call these 26 letters alphabet. Okay, na? Again, these alphabet are further divided into two parts. Okay, na? Vowels and consonants. A-E-I-O-U. These 5 are called vowels. Don't say vowels. Okay, na? Vowels. A-E-I-O-U. These 5 are called vowels. And remaining 21 are called consonants. Okay, na? Now look at the code. Model number 1. Don't write anything. First concentrate on board, concentrate on me, and follow my explanation. Then you can easily understand. Right? What is the important step of a student, you know? Who concentrates on teacher? Who concentrates on the teaching of that particular teacher? Definitely they can absorb the subject thoroughly and strongly into their mind. Okay, na? See, model number 1. Look. All the word is dash case. Look at the code. I saw that often lying on the road. Okay, na? Look at the board. 3. Look at the board. I have dashed doubt. I have dashed doubt for you. See, I have dashed doubt for you. One new point also I'll explain here. Look at me. Don't say I have a doubt. Suppose if you want, suppose you have a doubt. If you want to clarify your doubt, okay na? You are asking your teacher like this. Sir, I have a doubt. If you ask your teacher, see, I have a doubt, it means you want to test your teacher whether he knows or not. So don't say I have a doubt. I have a doubt for you. Sir, it means I have a doubt, sir. I want to clarify my doubt through you. This is the meaning of this sentence. Simply, so many are unfortunately speaking like this. I have a doubt. Right? It means that you are testing the person whom you are asking. Don't speak like this. I have a doubt for you. This is grammatical English. Okay, na? Try to be perfect in the way of speaking or writing. Try to be perfect in speaking or writing in the way of grammatical. Okay, na? Right. Now look at the board. First, stage, singular or plural? Singular. Right? First, stage, countable or not? Countable noun or uncountable noun? Stage, stages, countable noun. If we have plural, that is countable noun. Right? Similarly, orphan. Orphan, singular or plural? Singular. Countable noun or uncountable noun? Orphan, orphans. We have plural. So this is countable noun. Similarly, doubt, singular or plural? Singular. Countable noun or uncountable noun? Doubt, doubts. Plural is there. If we have plural, that is countable noun. What is the best? See, I am explaining the best technique. I am opening out the best secret to one and all. You know what is the secret? You know, wonderful technique. See, forget this is articles topic. In English, see, stage singular countable. Orphan, singular countable. Doubt also singular countable. You know, in English, if a word is singular and countable like this. If a word is singular and countable, right? Before these words, we must use either a or am. Either a or am. Best technique. See, very easy. If a word is singular and countable, before these words, we must use either a or am. So, every word is singular and countable in these 3 sentences. So, we have to use either a or am. 50% we have got it. Okay, every word is singular countable. If a word is singular and countable, we have to use a or am. 50% also we have got. Beginning with. See, stage. The sound of the word is beginning with S. S is related to consonant family. If the sound of the word begins with consonants, we have to use A. Similarly, often, right? The sound of the word is beginning with O. O is related to vowel family. The sound of the word begins with vowels, we have to use am. Similarly, doubt, singular countable. If a word is singular and countable, before that word, we must use a or an. 50% also we got it. A or an. Depending on the sound of the word, we are beginning with, right? See, the sound of the word is beginning with D. D is related to consonant family. If the sound of the word begins with consonants, we have to use A or we have to use A. We have a doubt for you, no doubt. Right, students? See. Okay, my students. Now see, one best technique I am explaining you. Look, if a word is singular and countable, before that word we must use ARM, right? If the word is not satisfied with any one of these two, before that word we have to use the. That's all. English. Forget this is articles topic. Okay, na? Forget this is articles topic. What is the best technique in English, you know? If a word is singular and countable, before that word, use ARM. If the word is not satisfied with any one of these two, then we have to use the. That's it. It means if a word is neither singular nor countable, right? We have to use the. If the word is singular and countable, we have to use ARM. That's it. See? Suppose dash stage. Okay, no? Look at singular countable. So we have to use ARM. Dash sand. Right? Observe. This is not singular countable. So before these words, we have to use the. Of course, we don't use the here. Commonly 90%. If a word is singular and countable, we have to use ARM. If the word is not satisfied with these two, it means if the word is neither countable nor singular, we have to use the 90%. We will go like this, but 10% exceptions are there. I'll explain now. Then you can come out from all your confusion. Don't worry. Okay, na? Now look at the word. Again, I am explaining this important point. Look at me. If a word is singular and countable, okay, na? Observe after blank. What is the word given here? Yes, this word is singular. This word is countable. So definitely here we have to use ARM. ARM depending on the sound. If the sound of the word is beginning with vowels, A, I, O, U, put AR. If the sound of the word is beginning with consonants, okay, na? Remember, A, I, O, U are vowels. Remaining 21 are consonants. Okay, na? If the sound of the word is beginning with consonants, use A. That's it. If the word is neither countable nor singular, then we have to use the 90% topic will go like this. 10% exceptions are there. I'll explain. Don't worry. Very, very easy topic. Okay, na? If we go, see, observe. If we learn the topic in a manner of perfection, we can easily understand. And also, first of all, when we are learning one topic, we must be perfect in learning it. Okay, na? Just 4 or 5 models if you learn, definitely you will be getting confused the time you appear for competitive exams. Basics to depth. Let us go into the depth of every topic. Then only we can have perfection. Then only we can accomplish the goal what we want to attain in life. Right? Now, model number 2. Model number 2. Observe. Before H silent words. Look at the point. Before H silent words. B-E-F-O-R-E. Okay, na? If you are getting confusion with my writing, observe. B-E-F-O-R-E, right? This is the reason, because I am something poor in my writing. I know what my weakness is and what my strength is. So my writing is just as doctor's prescription. So we are getting confused with in understanding my writing. So this is the reason I am reading in the class every word with spelling. See, B-E-F-O-R-E. Before H silent, S-I-L-E-N-T, silent, W-O-R-D-S. Before H silent words. Now look at the word. Dash R. Dash. Honest person. dash honorable person. Now look at the word. Look at the word, my students. See, R, okay na? Singular countable. Honest person, singular countable. Honorable person, singular countable. What is our basic rule? If a word is singular and countable, we have to use ARN. So, before all these three words, we have to use ARN. 50% answer we have got it. Still, 50% confusion is there. Sir, ARN, what I have to use? This is another doubt, right? ARN, when you want to use ARN, depending on the sound of the word, beginning with. See, look at this word, HOUR. Of course, the spelling of the word is beginning with H. Similarly, HONEST, honest person. The spelling of the word is beginning with H. Honorable person. The spelling of the word is beginning with H. All these three words spelling is beginning with H. Okay now? So, commonly a student thinks like this. Every letter spelling is beginning with H. H is consonant. If the sound of the word is beginning with H, so unfortunately they are thinking in wrong way. See, what I am telling you, depending on the sound of the word, not depending on the spelling of the word. 90% of the students, how they are getting confusion, the sound, the spelling of every word is beginning with H. H is consonant. So we have to use A. This is how, unfortunately, every student is thinking and getting confusion in the exams and getting over marks in English language. Okay, na? So my students, don't consider the spelling of the word. We have to consider the sound of the word. See, of course, every word spelling is beginning with H. But in all these three words, see, we don't say hover, we say R. The pronunciation of the word is beginning with O. Similarly, we don't say honest person. We have to pronounce honest. The spelling of the word is beginning, the pronunciation of the word is beginning with O. Similarly, we don't say honorable person. We pronounce honorable person. The pronunciation of the word is beginning with O. So my students, give preference for the sound. Give preference for the sound beginning with, not for the spelling beginning with. Don't get confused. So the pronunciation of every word is beginning with O, right? O is related to vowel family. If the sound of the word begins with vowels, you have to use an. You have to use an. Now look at the word. Sir, you told us before H silent words, use an. We know these three words, sir. If there are some other words in English where H letter is kept silent when the word begins with H, right? How can we know? We know these three words, but you are explaining in the class before H silent words. We don't know all the words where H letter is silent in English, right? This is your doubt. My students, I am telling you a great secret today. You want to know it? Right. See, there are only 5 words in English language where H letter is kept silent when the spelling begins with the H. Not in the middle, not at the ending of the word like this. Okay na? When the spelling begins with the H, okay na? The H letter is kept silent. Only 5 words are there in English language like this. Already I have given you 3 words. Okay? Remaining 2 words also I will give. Look. H-E-I-R. Air. And air. H-E-I-R-E-S-S. And airs. H-E-I-R. Air. Air means in Telugu, Varasudu. Okay na? In English, successor. ARS means Varasuralu. Okay na? Successor. Okay? In Hindi, Varis. What do you say in Hindi? Varis. That's it. Only 5 letters, 5 words are there in English language where H letter is kept silent when the spelling begins with H. Only 5 are there. That's it. Okay na? There is no 6 word in English language where H letter is kept silent when the spelling begins with H. Only 5 words. Okay na? Store all these 5 words in your mind. You don't get any confusion. Very easy. Not the Have you noted down? Can I ask? Right. Okay, my students, very soon I am going to start classes through my app. Okay, na? Regular classes every day. Every day I'll take 1.5 hours. Okay, na? Every day I am taking 1.5 hours class. Regular class. Only Sunday is rest day because not rest day. Sunday I want to conduct exam. So 6 days in a class I am going to take, and on every Sunday I am going to conduct one exam through my app. Whereas on YouTube, okay, na? 2 days in a week I explain maximum 3 days in a week. Actually, I plan to take class on YouTube 4 days in a week, but if I take 4 days class on YouTube, it may be difficult for me to take classes through my app. So, who are interested, I told you to add your name on my app, right? And also send your name, mobile number, and details, everything. Okay, is it okay? Right? So my students, alright. Next. So one word is access, my students. What is the word you know? Hotel. See, my students, most dangerous word, because if you see, when you follow the old grammar books, you will find an hotel. If you follow the latest grammar books, you will find a hotel. So many students are getting confusion with this word. Sir, in some grammar books I am finding an hotel, in some grammar books I am finding a hotel, which is correct. Both are correct. Because in the olden days, people they used to keep the letter, they keep the H letter silent, and they used to pronounce hotel. Oh, hotel. Okay? In the modern English, we are pronouncing hotel. We are not keeping a letter H silent. We are pronouncing hotel. This is modern English. This is old English. This is the reason in some grammar books we are finding an hotel. In some grammar books we are finding a hotel. Okay, so both are correct. Right? But if this word is given in the exams, sir, A or N, what is the option we have to choose in the exams? Right? Old is gold. I to admit it. But give preference for the modern English only. So a hotel is more common. A hotel is more common in use this. Right? If the word hotel is given in the exams, a hotel is more common in the exams. That's it. Okay, na? More common in use this. But don't think a hotel is wrong. This is also correct. But as for the competitive exams English, give preference for a hotel. Why taking unnecessary risk? So cast your vote in favor of a hotel. Okay? You are done. This is model number 2. Model number 3. Sometimes vowels give the sound like you wow. Then we have to use a in the place of an. Okay? Now look at the code. Sometimes walls, it means A-E-I-O-U. Walls means A-E-I-O-U. Already I told you. And remaining 21 are consonants. Sometimes walls don't say vowels again. Okay, now I am drilling into mind. I am drilling into your mind. It means చిలక్కి చెప్పినట్టు చెప్తున్నాను, పదే పదే చెప్తున్నాను, నూరి పోస్తున్నాను అన్న ఇంగ్లీష్లో డ్రిల్ ఇంటూ వన్స్ మైండ్ అంటారు. డ్రిల్ ఇంటూ సమ్వన్స్ మైండ్ అనమాట. డ్రిల్ ఇంటూ సమ్వన్స్ మైండ్. ఐఎమ్ డ్రిల్లింగ్ ఇంటూ యువర్ మైండ్. మీకు నూరు పోస్తున్నాను, పదే పదే చెప్తున్నాను, చిలక్కి చెప్పినట్టు చెప్తున్నాను. డోంట్ ప్రొనౌన్స్ వాల్స్. దిస్ ఈజ్ డోంట్ ప్రొనౌన్స్ vowels. Say please walls. Okay na? Walls, not vowels. Right. Sometimes walls give the sound like you are. Just like in the name of Yuvraj Singh, cricketer. Okay, well-known cricketer. So sometimes walls give the sound like you are. Then we have to use a in the place of a. Okay na? For example, see. Dash union leader. Look at the board. Dash university ranker. Dash unique. Okay, na? Dash, look at the board. European. Dash 1 rupee coin. Dash 1 rupee coin. Look at the board. Union leader, singular countable, right? University ranker. This is also singular countable. Because university rankers, plural is there. Union leader, union leaders, plural is there. If we have plural form, that is countable. So first one is singular countable, second one is also singular countable. Unique. What is the meaning of unique? What we have only one in the universe, that is called unique. Sun, moon, earth, sky, these are all uniques, right? Unique, singular, uniques, plural we have. So this is singular countable. European. Who lives in India is called Indian. Who lives in America is called American. Who lives in Europe continent is called European. Who lives in Asian continent is called Asian, like this. Asia continent, Asian, like this. European, singular, Europeans, plural form we have. Singular countable. 1 rupee coin, singular. 1 rupee coins we have plural form. So this is also countable. See, every word is singular and countable. What is our basic rule? If the word is singular and countable, before that word we must use a or am. It means before all these 5 words we must use a or am. 50% answer we have got it. Still, a or am, right? Which of these two, what you have to use? Of these two, which have to use? Of these two, which we have to use? A or am. This is another doubt, right? Very simple. Union leader. The sound of the word is being with U. If the sound of the word begins with vowels, use am. University ranker. If the sound of the word begins with U is consonant, vowel. Okay, na? If the sound of the word begins with the vowels, use am. Unique. U is vowel, related to vowel family. If the sound of the word begins with vowels, use am. European. If the sound of the word begins with vowels, use am. 1 rupee coin. Oh, if the sound of the word begins with vowels, use am. Right? So, if you think like this, unfortunately these 5 are wrong. Why? Sir, what is this, sir? When the sound of the word begins with the vowels, you only taught us use am before those words. Now, why you are claiming these 5 words are wrong? This is your doubt. Am I right? What is the problem here? Exception I told you. See, if vowels, A, I, O, U, these 5 letters, See, sometimes these 5 letters, they give the sound like you, you, wa. So my students, when all these vowels give the sound like you, wa, don't use an. In the place of an, we have to use a. What you have to use? A. So what is the answer? A union leader is correct. An union leader is wrong. A university ranker is correct. An university ranker wrong. A unique is correct. An unique wrong. A European is correct. An European is wrong. A 1 rupee coin is correct. And 1 rupee coin is wrong. Note down. Okay, now look at the board. Suppose, note, take the note. Dash umbrella. UMBRELA. Look at the board. A student commonly, right, gets confused like this. See, all take all 1, 2, 3. One, take these three words. All these 3 letters spelling is beginning with U. So when the spelling of the word is beginning with U, I am using A. So here also I have to use A. If you think like this, right, you are wrong. You are wide of the mark. Wide of the mark means you are wide of the mark. Wonderful idiom. You are wide of the mark means you are mistaken. What is the meaning? You are wide of the mark. Wide of the mark means mistaken. Okay, wonderful English. This is idiomatical expression. This is simple English. Okay, you are wide of the mark means you are mistaken. Don't use A here, because here we are saying union. See, take U letter in all these 3 words. This is giving the sound like U. Union leader, university ranker, unique. We are giving the sound like U, right? When we give the sound like U, we have to use A. Here in the case of this word umbrella, observe, we are not saying umbrella, we are saying umbrella. We are not giving the sound of U, so then you have to use A. Similarly, look, onion. If you think like this, when the word is beginning to O, I have used A here. So here also I have to use A. If you think like this is also wrong, because here the letter O is giving the sound like Va. 1 rupee coin. 1 rupee coin. Here you are not saying onion, we are saying onion. An onion. So my students, what is the logic you have to observe here? When the vowels give the sound like U, then only you use A. Except at the time of giving sound like U, in all other cases, please use an. Okay, na? Note down. Okay, students, now I am finishing the class today. Right from next Saturday, again as usual, 4 to
6 to 7.
next Saturday, Sunday.
6 to 7.
Next Saturday, Sunday also, let us take the class at 6 to 7. Okay, na? After that, right from within no time, definitely I'll change the time. Don't worry. Definitely I'll take 1.5 hours class, because small technical problem happened. So this is the reason, and I have reduced the time of taking class. Okay, na? Don't think in otherwise. Definitely I am here, no fear. Srinivas will always help you. It's I. It is I. Srinivas means not it is me. Okay, na? I'll tell you all these things later. Okay, if you want to follow my classes, regular classes, please, I told you, add up. I given you my link. Okay, na? Please register your name through my app. Within no time I am going to start regular classes. Okay, if you are interested, subscribe and add up my link, right? All the best, my friends. Best of luck.